41,000 workers have been fired from Amazon. Job market is broken. Jeff Bezos fires 10,000 employees. This is just the first clip right here. We're about to get into 41,000 different workers being fired from Amazon. Y'all know a couple videos ago I spoke on Amazon. Family, you already know what to do. And if you're brand new too, thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe. And ring the post notification bell as well. Even truckers are gonna have to close their doors and hang it up due to the fact that people aren't buying from Amazon like they were. All right, let's get into it. I ain't gonna talk too much. I'm gonna break it down further as this video goes along. Let's go.
Badges, they taking our vests and making us hand over our vests, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy, man. Like, we really just getting walked out right now, bro. Like, I didn't think that the 10,000 people be.
All right, so we got to talk about Amazon. They're firing a bunch of people. You're probably seeing record warehouse layoffs. Amazon investing billions of dollars into robotics. Things aren't looking good for the average employee. So Amazon is already talking to employees, okay? They're talking to them, prepping employees for layoffs by talking up the power of artificial intelligence.
All right, remember I said this. If you've been following the channel, matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up for y'all. Remember I said how AI was gonna start taking jobs? People was like, I don't think so. Well, look, 41,000 different workers, 10,000 from one facility due to the power of AI agents. And they straight up just walking people out. Got everybody lining up. Got to turn your vest in, turn your badge in. You're done. Hold on. All right, this is a video I did 8 months ago. I was speaking on AI. Somebody said it could be AI, but in my opinion, technology is not advancing too much more than what it is. At this point, the smartphones really ain't doing too much more than advancing in cameras. This was his take. I've been telling y'all AI was coming for the jobs, man. Well over 8 months ago, and I've been talking about this since 2017. If not before then, but let's get back to the video.
Now, if you guys think AI is still very behind from replacing your job, think again, because IBM recently fired large chunks of their human resources department and basically replaced it with AI agents. So Amazon is already appearing to start doing layoffs, okay? Some people are saying that these layoffs could be massive in the next few months. Amazon has already done massive layoffs in the manager sector, and some people even said that Amazon layoffs could be at like 20,000 at this point. So Amazon, they're pretty serious about it, okay? And the CEO has called AI a once-in-a-lifetime technology that will change the company, which basically translates to simply, it is a great technology that will replace workers and increase profits. And it's going to really suck for you who wants to work for Amazon. So if you check out this, layoffs are hitting Amazon Fresh, okay? Layoffs are happening everywhere. You can't escape layoffs these days.
I was just talking about the truckers. We got the self-driving trucks. We got the self-driving Waymo cars. That's going to take over the Uber drivers' jobs. Factory workers. If you work at a factory, pretty much, you've probably already seen, the robots that lift the boxes. And that can do that workload. We know about AI that's taking the bill collectors' jobs. We talking about the people that get on and say, hey, can I take your order at McDonald's on a little speaker? We seen Rallies or Checkers. They were some of the first ones to roll that out. McDonald's, they got the little delivery robot that brings you the food. The list goes on and on. They got the ones that are the janitors now. I've seen them in Walmart over a year ago. We got the ones that are security guards. They got an AI for every single animal and bug, believe it or not. I've been doing my research on this. Y'all could look it up.
Even freaking Kroger is conducting some layoffs. Even the trucking sector is doing layoffs. So not exactly the best things going on. And when you really look into Amazon, they've already conducted some of the biggest layoffs I've ever seen. I mean, the company eliminated roughly 27,000 corporate positions and 2 massive layoffs during 2023, more in 2024. They even want to fire like 14,000 manager positions. So layoffs really could be like 45,000 people just in the past like 24, 36 months. It's actually insane how many people have been fired from the tech industry. And remember, layoffs are everywhere. I got a few TikToks to show you after this video because there is a lot of layoffs happening. Everyone is complaining and I feel bad for all of them. It goes from like your everyday Amazon warehouse employee to like a top tech executive. Everyone, no matter where you are, is experiencing layoffs. And it's honestly getting kind of sad because so many people are now out of a job, and many people now are complaining on social media how they can't find a job. The job market is absolutely crap right now, especially when you start looking into Amazon. Like, I don't really think
Sheesh.
like they're going to be expanding their workforce anytime soon when they have a 34% office vacancy rate, which means a lot
I
of
want to
people
say
aren't
1.3
exactly
billion.
being hired in. If you want to know whether or not companies will be hiring more people, it's simple. Just look at their office space. If Amazon, for example, increases their office space in the next few years, that means they're going to start hiring. But when they start shutting down, the Amazon Goes, the Amazon warehouses, and also cutting back leases to save $1.3 billion, I don't think Amazon is hiring anyone anytime soon. And by the way, Amazon is already giving some pretty harsh stuff towards a lot of their employees because there's a lot of fear of layoffs. But like I said, they are facing a very fierce competitive market and says that they want to get the most done with the least amount of resources, which means hiring essential workers, have a lot of AI, and then just firing a bunch of people to save money. That's really what really boils down to. So what do you guys think about it so far? Layoffs are everywhere. Layoffs are getting kind of scary. Everyone is very fearful of the market. Let's see what happens next and check out some of these videos. Don't leave just yet.
This is what I needed. I needed this. I needed this. I'm literally shaking. Like, being unemployed is the most treacherous thing ever. And then you jump on interviews and it's like so scary. But when they go well, oh my God. You're cringe, bitch. That went so well. Oh my God. That went so well. That was such a good interview. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. She passed me. I'm shaking. Like, this is like a big role. This is a big role. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I lost my job this week. I went onto Zoom to have my usual one-on-one with my manager. When I hopped on, the first person I saw was head of HR. I work in a tech company, so most probably I was getting laid off. My role was made redundant, meaning that the company no longer needed my role or function in the organization. When I first heard the news, I kind of didn't know how to feel. For someone who was so career driven and who works really hard to keep a work ethic really strong, I felt like the rug was pulled from under my feet. Like, I had no way to prepare for this. And I think that unless you have been made redundant before, you just, like, nothing prepares you for this kind of like gut punching feeling. By the way, I'm absolutely okay. I've come to terms with it. I'm excited for what the future holds. In Australia, Fairworks allows you to have consultation periods where you can ask questions and see if there are any other roles that you can jump into at the company and things like that. So there are discussions, and so I made sure that I did my research. I seeked legal advice. I called Fairworks and asked, am I getting paid out in a fair way and things like that. Really just things to look at for myself. But nonetheless, I'm in a really happy position right now. I think this is the perfect time for me to take an R&R, and this trip has come almost just pretty much at like the perfect time for me to reset after I come back. Someone said on LinkedIn that this is just a minor setback for a huge comeback, and you know what? That shit just like lit me on fire, and I am super excited to come back and see what I can do. My manifestation board does have a photography studio on it, and that's just something that I've always wanted, so maybe this is the time for me to really focus on photography again because I've missed it so much. The good thing is I don't have to work for a while, so thanks Joseph for looking after me.
Why do people wait until they get laid off to try to follow their dreams? You put all of your eggs in your employer's basket. Now you want to focus on you, which you didn't do that before. The minor setback for a major comeback comment, You know, it's good to try to uplift somebody. Let's be practical too. Right now, we're going through a transitionary phase in the world. I'm not just talking about America, I'm talking about the world. The transfer of wealth, the eradication of middle class, going from Web 2 to Web 3. If you know, you know. Either you're going to join and be a part of it or you're going to be left behind. This could either be the greatest time in your life, the greatest time in history for you and your family, or the worst time ever for you and your family. 97% of people will be broke for the rest of their life after this is done, if not 99. But you also have the opportunity to be the new 1% if you're investing your trash cash into assets. Remember, the dollar is just a debt note. You can either take that and invest it into the progression of a new monetary system. Either you can be a part of it or you're going to get left behind. Plenty of people, have already been, we've been counting on this for over 5 years, over 7 years. So if you are not hip already, then it's time to get hip and catch up to speed, because everything is emerging very quickly and it's going to keep going even faster from here. The Great Reset is inbound.
I appreciate all the support that my surrounding friends and family have given me in the past week. It is a lot to process when you have really supportive friends and family in your life and colleagues, ex-colleagues that are just rooting for you. It's a really nice feeling to be able to go into the world and be like, yeah, I've totally got this. But holy, what a crazy last few days. No one prepares you for this shit, and actually no one tells you how common it is either. But anyway, thank you for listening to my TED Talk. We are going on our trip in 2 days, so that's all I'm going to focus on now. Thanks for listening. See you in no time.
18,000 people got laid off from Amazon today. I definitely get what you're feeling right now. And I just want you to remember that it wasn't about you. It was a strictly business decision. We're human and we let insecurities get the best of us. And our thoughts immediately go to, what could we have done differently? Is there something that I did? I thought I was on the right track. It was strictly a business decision. And you have to remember that. Don't let anyone make you think that it was a personal decision on you. So much of our worth and success has always been tied to our career and the name of our employer. And I think that's why I had such a hard time with these layoffs, because I have always been very career driven. But we need to remind ourselves that we are more than our career, our employer, our job. That's not the most unique or exciting thing about us. The great thing is that there's a lot of resources out there to help those being impacted by the layoff. Since so many tech layoffs are happening right now, a lot of people are rallying around those impacted. They're putting together spreadsheets with those companies that are still hiring. LinkedIn is a great tool for connections and networking and help getting the word out there of the roles that you're applying for, and just broadening your network as well. I'm not going to speculate what your severance package is or what your financial situation is. If you have the means to take the time and be more thoughtful and intentional of your next move, do it. If you don't, like me, and you have to get right into finding a job, then I am here in solidarity with you. And I do firmly believe that there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Man, all praises to the Most High for not placing that retrobate mind on me and others that understand what's going on, because, and this is no shade to nobody, but I can't imagine myself seeing 41,000 different people get laid off due to AI, and they're telling me it's due to AI, and I don't go look that up and type in AI layoffs. Find videos like this one or those that are out there on YouTube or TikTok or news articles. I couldn't see myself not realizing that there are going to be no jobs left. I would eventually, even if I didn't know what I know right now, I would eventually stumble across the World Economic Forum saying all jobs will be taken, or Elon Musk saying that. I would end up seeing that robots are replacing humans in the workforce. The aspect of working for money is coming to an end, y'all. I can't tell it to y'all no other way. Either your assets are going to make you money, you're going to make money while you sleep, you're going to make passive income, or you'll be on UBI, which is majority of the people. And you'll have controllable, programmable money that determines what you can and can't buy, where you can and can't shop. We're headed towards a surveillance system. We're headed towards digital enslavement or decentralization, where you become your own bank, BYOB. Either you're going to become your own bank, you can lend out your assets like your cryptocurrency to others and you can get interest back, which is going to be amazing. We even got Trump, the president, talking about cryptocurrency. First they denied it, now they're talking about it. Regulation has already been set in stone. You got BlackRock and all of the elites investing into crypto. So eventually I would stumble upon this information. I just can't imagine myself thinking that I'm about to get another job when I'm seeing 41,000 different people in the same situation and predicament as me at one of the biggest companies in the world, if not the biggest. That's the scary part. The strong delusion and the way that like everybody say the same thing. I did a lot of these videos. I've done over almost 400 of these videos and everybody got the same thought process. Humbly, I'm saying this humbly, it's just at a point in time, it's like, it's repetitive and it's kind of irritating. This is why I'm here to bring some light to the people and show people. And I know I get a lot of emails. I get a lot of people that be like, wow, you're ahead of your time. And I help change their perspective and all that. But it's like, this is why I do these videos. It's not just for entertainment. It's to help wake people up. My channel name, YT Wake 'em Up. I want to wake some people up. Millions of people have been laid off this year alone. And the first thing they say is, I hope I can get another job. Millions of people don't have a job right now. The waiting list is extensive. Your competition is millions of people.
In my comments if you need help or if you need to commiserate together. But just know that you're more than your job and employer. And don't let this set you back. And I'm here for you.
I have a bit of a life update for you all. Today will be my first day going full-time as an influencer and content creator. As much as I would love to say that this was a decision I came to fully on my own and not just because of circumstance, I really can't do that. Because on Monday, the company that I was working for conducted layoffs and ultimately my role was eliminated. I had only been there for 3 months,
Role
which
eliminated.
is definitely a bummer. I
Every
was
single
just
video.
really getting into the swing of things and fully picking up like with clients and all of that. I felt like I was doing really well, but the decision wasn't based on anything that I was doing. It was because of budgetary reasons, as layoffs usually are. But as much as being laid off absolutely sucks, like there's no denying that it is awful, I'm choosing to focus on the things that I have, the things that I enjoy, and I already do content creation, make stuff here on TikTok and Instagram as a part-time job. Like I do get paid for it. And now I have all of this free time. I might as well just throw myself into that and do what I can with it. I'm not saying that this is going to be my full gig forever and always, but right now I'm a little bit desperate and this is something that I already do. I enjoy it, so might as well, you know?
That's the wrong mindset. I'm going to go in on this video. I'm going to keep it real. That's the wrong mindset. I'm not saying that this is going to be my full-time gig. No, you should be saying this is going to be my full-time gig. This is my new life. I'm about to be a creator. This is going to go up for me. I got full confidence. I got full trust in this plan that I have, that I'm about to take this serious. The same amount of hours that I was putting into that job, I'm about to put into myself, and I'm going to go up. It's going to work. No plan B at this point. You see what I'm saying? It's a mindset thing. What you put out there will happen. She already saying it's not going to be her main gig. She just doing it because she's desperate. She don't got nothing else.
Jumping right in to apply to new jobs just because I have some savings that I can live on for at least a little bit. And it just kind of gives me a second to breathe, at least like process what just happened and take some time for myself, do some things that I like. And then eventually I think I will get back into, you know, a regular 9 to 5 because there's no, like people all the time love to talk about, oh, like being independent, running your own business. But sometimes it's really nice to like know that you're getting a paycheck, know that you have health insurance and like someone is matching your 401k contribution. All of those things are really nice to have that security. Back to the whole
security. I'm going to let her talk and I'm going to keep going after this one, but she got a lot of key points that I got to keep calling out. She talking about sometimes it's nice to have security. This is the same thing 41,000 different people thought, and now that security is gone. So what security are you talking about? You don't have it right now. You had it temporarily, and then they strip it from under you. They use you. Y'all should know this saying by now. They use you until you are no longer useful. This is what we're seeing across all jobs. AI is the new employee. Just let that sink in, please. And I'm saying all of this. I'm passionate. So if it seems like I'm coming across a little aggressive or whatever, I'm passionate because I really care about y'all, man. I want y'all to see what's happening.
content creation influencing thing. I'm able to do this because of all of you here that watch my videos, and I am so incredibly grateful for that every single day. So that being said, I want to know what you all want to see, whether it's more finance content, like things to do in DC, fashion, beauty. I don't really have a niche. I kind of, make what I want to make and put it out there. But if there's anything in particular, any questions, any specific like types of videos you want to see, I want to know. Even though this is a very scary time, very scary time, I am excited for what's to come. I'm excited for all of the new possibilities and opportunities that I am now open to.
Right.
I have nothing really tying me down. I'm just kind of doing what I'm doing and letting life take its course. And even though I really felt like I had it figured out before, like I had a stable job, I had good things going for me, I have to remind myself that I am still young. I am 24. I have the rest of my life to figure it out. And this is just a little speed bump. It's not a major hurdle. It's not like I'm crossing a brick wall or anything. It's just a little speed bump. Oh, I got setting spray in my eye that will hopefully help me find my right path.
I unexpectedly lost my job last week. I was pretty devastated, and here's how some of my people made a huge impact in the first 24 hours. My roommate works a crazy job, but she decided to work remotely so she could be there for me. And being there for me caused her to work pretty late that night. She never complained once. I had canceled plans with two of my best friends because I didn't want to be mopey, and I told them why. And they showed up to my house after work with flowers. I mean, look at these. They're so pretty. Flowers and my favorite treats, and they just hung out and let me talk about it and took my mind off it too. My dad and his fiance Steph had me over, and they cooked a well-rounded meal for me and my boyfriend and let me just pet the dog and hang out, take my mind off things. 3 of my people Venmo'd me the amount that the Uber cost for me to get to work, because I paid $15 to take an Uber to work that day because it was hailing and disgusting, only to then lose my job and go right home. So they all sent me that amount plus enough for a treat. My 3 siblings, so my twin, my 2 younger siblings, had me on what seemed like a rotating schedule, just continuing to check in and make sure I'm okay. My childhood best friend let me just cry on the phone for hours, basically. So many other people have shown up for me since then, and those people have continued to in many ways, but that was the first 24 hours.
Hey, I'm Lily. I was laid off from my tech job on January 8th. Yesterday, when I woke up, my mission was to apply for jobs, and I was feeling a little unmotivated. It was like, I'm back to square one. I don't know where to start. I decided yesterday to post like an invitation to sit on a Zoom call and maybe apply for jobs, work on your resume, work on your cover letter. Met 3 people, so lovely. It was so lovely to connect with people who are in the same situation, in this mindset that is really sometimes dark and depressing. We shared like some tips that were relevant to one another's experience, but one thing that came up that really resonated with me: punishing and withholding things that you really like because you're unemployed or because you feel like you need to be applying for jobs. And we were discussing this, and I'm like, I have completely done this and still kind of do. For example, one thing that I really love are pastries and croissants. It's like, if I'm having a bad day or if I do something really hard and like I want to reward myself, I'll go get a croissant, and it's just like makes me so happy. But since I've been laid off and since I've been looking for a job, I have really limited my unnecessary spending, is how I categorized it. I haven't gone to get a croissant. I haven't gone to get like a little fuzzy bubbly drink, which I also love. Tiny little thing that brings me joy in this day of grueling applications, like reading job descriptions and being like, that sounds
It could be a lot.
horrible, but I'm still gonna do it. I might be able to do it. I might be able to get through. And damn, I don't think that's good that we do that. I don't think punishing ourselves for a situation that even invited me to a free event, I'd be like, no, I can't have fun. I'm not capable of having fun. I need to focus on applying. damn, I want like a tiny bit of joy. I'm working hard and it's taxing and there's little bits of hope, but I think that I, give myself a little bit of grace when it comes to Microsoft.
I lost my job yesterday. It was a six-figure software engineer job. One of those jobs you're supposed to hold on to and never let go. It's what you go to college for. But it didn't work out, I suppose. But I'm not sad. I'm actually excited. I'm taking it as a sign. It's a sign that I need to push myself and take my own risk. And I'm actually thinking of becoming a software freelance developer. And I wanted to make this page. If you wanted to support me in any way, hit a follow. I'm going to be posting my journey. And so,
All right, there we go. That's a good one. Being a freelancer. I thought he was going to say he was going to be a software developer, which is not a problem. But if you're doing it as a freelancer, then other people can pay you. See, the freelancer community is going to grow. Oh, it's already huge. You got websites like Upwork, Fiverr, where there's been a lot of freelancers out there that are B2B. They do B2B services, and basically one business to the next can support one another. And this is a whole community within itself. This is a whole way to make money. Continuously have opportunities that present themselves to you just by being at the right place at the right time, like being on some of these platforms, as well as creating a space around your craft, getting on social media, whether that be TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever you want to go with it. You can upload your services and let people come to you that need your services, as well as you can market them, right? I wouldn't say starting a business is bad right now, but what we're seeing is businesses collapse. Amazon is a business. All of these businesses that are laying off, they're businesses. But it's nothing wrong with you starting a one-person business or doing freelancing. You just have to be strategic at this time and make sure it's an evergreen industry. That's the best thing you could do. Like him, he said he worked making six figures. I've always been taught to save for a rainy day. So I hope he saved for a rainy day and didn't just go off the whim and think, it was going to be good forever. That's one thing people got to get out their mind. They got to realize that, man, the way the economy is going and the way empires work, nothing lasts forever. America's been at the top for a long time. Now it's time for the decline. That's all it is. Things are declining.
I'm going to be informed on what it takes to
Market corrections always happen.
be a unemployed software engineer that's trying to make it as a freelance web developer. Hit a follow.
So it's been about an hour since I found out that I was laid off from Meta. I am part of the 11,000 employees that were laid off. I had a feeling, just because I'm on the recruiting, or was on the recruiting team, and that's where the biggest hits were taken. Yesterday I was like, you know what, whatever happens, happens. And today when I read the email, I got so emotional. And I know that's normal. I think it's just like, this was literally like my dream job. And I was so proud of myself when I got it. And I'm still very proud of myself. It just, I guess it's just crazy because I never thought that I could work. I've worked for Microsoft and I've worked for Meta. So I think I'm okay when it comes to my resume. It's just a really bad time in the economy and I get that. But I just never thought that I could work for a company like this. So I hate that my dream job is no job, but this was in my mind that I made it moment, And so I know that the universe has wonderful things in store for me, and I've survived 100% of life up to this point. But I'm just feeling all of the feelings today. So if anyone has leads for a technical recruiter, I am really good at my job. Yeah, if you're going through this right now, I'm in the same boat as you, so sending lots of love and and light, and we'll get through this. We will get through this. It just, that's life right now.
Facts. Key takeaway from this one. My dream job is no job, she said. Remember, you still have all of those skills that you are taking from that job. You get to keep them. You don't have to give them back. You get to keep them and you can take them with you. And you can position yourself to still use those skills. Like I said before, become a freelancer, start your own thing, advertise and offer your services to others. That's the light at the end of the tunnel. You still got the skills. You got skills to pay the bills. It's going to be a little harder. You have to tap into yourself and have that discipline to go all in on yourself. You don't got nobody telling you when to come to work. You just got to work, right? And you might not get paid for a long time, but when you do, it'll be worth it. It'll all be worth it. And you're going to get more than you probably made at your job because you can charge what you want. This is how you always stay employed. If you can solve a problem within the market space, then you will always have an income. You have to be a problem solver. People will pay you to solve their problems. Some people like to spend money. Others like to spend time. You target those people that like to spend that money to save time. Some people, they'll take 1,000,000 hours to try to figure something out, probably won't never figure it out. Then you got people that have the money that just want to figure it out as quick as possible so that they can keep operating, they can keep going, because time is money, and that's their mindset. I said a lot on this video. I just want y'all to take that in. Remember, you still got the skills from your job. But see what's going on. If you got to watch this video back, watch this video back. I dropped a lot of gems on this video. Like I said, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, so I'm going to stay being real with y'all. Peace to my Hebrew family. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Shalom.